Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Star Alliance Man here. Today, just going to be going through some new models that I've received over the past probably couple weeks now. I've just been studying for finals, and in May it's really stressful for high school, college students. So after that, I should have a lot of time to go through all these new models, and especially talk about a new model airport that I've constructed over the past few months and going into the summer. I have a lot of big plans to show you guys, so I'm really happy to do that. But for now, I'm just going to be talking about some new models that I've got. But you can see I've got a lot of new models here, and I've had these for a while now, but I just never got around to making a video on them or doing reviews on them. Some of them I might do reviews on them. I don't really know yet. But yeah, these are some really awesome models, and some of them that I was even really surprised to just find and got. And yeah, so we're just going to be talking about all these. The airport is still, the way it was. If you watch my last airport video, if you've been following me on Instagram, I sometimes do little updates on the airport, but I really haven't had the time to put too much into this airport. I really hope I do get the time to, though, because I mean, if you look at it now, there's definitely some more potential, and I'm really liking the look of it. But there's definitely some more things to add, so I'm very excited for that, and probably going to be happening as we move into the summer. So and that's going to be with the addition of these new models. So yeah, let's go through these. I'm going to be starting off with the Delta A330-300. This is a brand new release, actually. I just got this maybe 3 or 4 days ago, so I'm really happy with that. And Delta, if you guys didn't know, that this airport is pretty much supposed to be based in California-ish type of location. It's essentially going to be an airport that you can fly to the continental U.S., no doubt, maybe Colorado-ish. I mean, obviously you can fly further, but it's kind of in that sort of, not really Pacific, but you can take an A330 from this airport to Asia. That's kind of the location that it is, but you can also, take a 777 to Europe. So it's kind of that variation. So I have a variety of airlines and aircraft in this airport. And that's why, I wanted to get a Delta wide body, just because I really don't have too many wide bodies other than United in terms of American carriers. So, for American Airlines, I might have like a Dreamliner, but for Delta, I'm really excited to have a new wide body, and the A330-300 is, pretty nice. So nice new Gemini Jets release there. Up next is the Patriots 767. Not that I'm a Patriots fan, but when I saw this model, I was just really surprised that they actually made this, and it was like a completely secret release. Like, they would never actually officially release this, and I just saw this, and people started posting photos that they had it, and I was like, that's actually pretty cool. So I just kind of thought, yeah, why not? Just maybe have it at the airport. The Patriots coming to do a game or something. Let's just get it. So that's also another new model, pretty cool. Up next, this is a 1/200 scale aircraft. This is the JC Wings 757-200 of United in the old Battleship Gray livery, obviously with no winglets as well, but I just wanted to have this, for collection's sake. United's really my main airline, so I fly them a lot, and I just wanted a more vintage, Battleship Gray 757 to have in the collection, just kind of on display. So that's also a new model. Up next, we have the EVA Air Cargo. Now, this is in the new EVA Air livery. I've also got the same for the A330 over there, which, as I was talking about, A330 to Asia. So I kind of have a variety of, new Asian carriers. I was definitely very interested in that, and especially with the price of that aircraft, actually. But yeah, for the EVA Air Cargo, which is made by Phoenix Models, I was really happy with that, just because EVA Air Cargo is very popular. You can see them all around, and especially for an airport like LA, they're all over the place. O'Hare, and with the new livery, I decided, Phoenix Models coming out with a new, 777-200F for EVA Air Cargo. I decided, I should totally get that. So definitely very happy with that model. It looks very good. Up next, we have a few Gemini Jets models, and actually that one's not Gemini Jets. I'll get to that later, though. We have the Alaska E175. This is really just, it's fantastic. I just love it. With the blended, the new winglets, it's really cool. So the moment I saw this, I was kind of just super excited to have it. And, the new Alaska livery. I have a couple of Alaskas so far, like a couple, maybe 737-900s. But especially with the new Embraer E170s, it's just, it's great. So, with the new winglets, and you can see, like, they're way, like, they go way out further than they used to. And Gemini Jets really did a good job with it, in my opinion. So when I saw this, I was just super happy to have that. And, just great to have. I was actually going to get a couple of them just because Alaska is so popular in California. I just thought it was like the perfect aircraft to have here. I might get another one. But yeah, that's really cool. Up next, we have a United Express CRJ 700, and when I saw this, I was so just relieved. I mean, I couldn't believe that somebody had this on sale, and it wasn't that cheap, but the same guy actually had that American 767 as well. And these are two kind of rare models. I mean, you just don't see too many of these available, especially the CRJ 700 in that old Blue Tulip livery. You know, I mean, that is really, I mean, that's very rare. And to not have that in the current new livery, which I'm sure is even more rare. I mean, I used to have a few of those, but the Blue Tulip one especially, I just had to get it. And it really doesn't matter to me if it's in the, the new or old livery. I'll still include it in this airport. I don't care. But it's just an awesome and rare model that Gemini Jets made so many years ago, and I'm just so happy to have it. So yeah, great model there. And up next, another what used to be really, really rare, but when I actually searched this up, there's actually a few of them on sale, and it's the old Skyliners ERJ 145 of American Eagle. And this model back, I'm talking like 2011. If you guys remember Gemini Jets 2011, I remember him making videos on like Dallas, his Dallas airport with like American, all of his American collection, all that. The Skyliners E145 was like the be-all, end-all in terms of just super rare. I mean, I forget how many pieces they made, but you can see it's in the old American Eagle livery. I used to have a few of them in the new livery, but I think I sold a few of those. But when I saw this in the old American Eagle livery, I was like, wow, Skyliners. I mean, this thing used to be super rare. And then I found out, people were selling them for like $20. I mean, it's just crazy how, things change. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's a bit of a bargain, man. I mean, I'm going to have this in my airport anyway, just because of how rare, it used to be. So I'm just really happy to have that. And yeah, just a couple, new regionals. Up next, we talked about that American 763. I mean, no winglets. I would have liked to have it with winglets anyway. I don't really know how many of these, if there are any, that don't have winglets. I don't know, but I remember this aircraft. It's still a very rare model. So when I saw this, just had to get it. Up next, we have a actually new aircraft, not a old rare one, the Vietnam Airlines 787-9. And like I was talking about earlier, more Asian carriers I wanted to add into the collection. So Vietnam Airlines with a brand new release from Gemini Jets, I thought that was the perfect opportunity, so I'm really happy to have that. It's my first Vietnam Airlines aircraft, and it looks beautiful, honestly. I'm very happy with that. Up next, we have something from Mexico, the Volaris A320 with sharklets. I'm very happy to have this one as well, because this is, Volaris, in my opinion, years ago, it used to be really, really hard to find like an A319 or an A320 of Volaris. And now I think with Aeroclassics, they came up with a few releases, maybe Velocity models. I think they came up with a few, but Gemini Jets came up with this, and I just thought, that's fantastic. And they're obviously very popular in California, so Volaris is just, so great for Gemini Jets to release that Volaris aircraft. Up next, we have a couple Finnair aircraft. Now, I haven't had too many Finnair aircraft in my collection. I might have had like one A330-300, like by Phoenix maybe a couple of years ago, but I've been really interested in the Finnair livery. I think it's really cool. I think it's sleek. I think it's modern, and obviously they do service plenty of North American cities. So I thought to myself, with this new Phoenix models release with the Happy Holidays on the fuselage, I thought that was like a cool little feature. I think it looks great. So when I saw that, and I also saw that JC Wings released the same thing for the A350-900, I just thought, wow, let's get the double. I think that'd be really cool. And the Phoenix Models A350 is just fantastic. It's got really great details and quality, and I was considering doing a review of this aircraft. Maybe I still will, I'm not sure yet, but really, really happy to have that aircraft in there. And that's, a pretty recent release, maybe a couple, 3 months old, I'm not really sure, but the JC Wings model as well. I think that's such a cool double, and that JC Wings aircraft, it's really cool. Just having that on display, on my desk or something, just looking at it with the little Happy Holidays thing on the edge of the fuselage. It just looks great. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that. And lastly, we have a bit of a rare aircraft. This, when I was looking at 1-200 aircraft, and I really don't have too many 1-200 aircraft, but I was looking at JC Wings more, and they had this United 747-400 in the Star Alliance livery with the Blue Tulip logo on the bottom. You can see that there. It's got the Blue Tulip logo, the old United, titles with the Star Alliance livery. And I just thought there's no better of an aircraft to have in my collection. This is just, it's perfect. I remember flying, you know, the 747-400 all the time, going from LA to Sydney, San Francisco to Sydney, because that was usually where I used to fly back and, you know, all the time, back and forth. Probably, you know, mid 2000s. I mean, after that, you know, pretty much until like maybe 2010 or something. But I mean, that aircraft overall, the United 747, is just such a, you know, big part of my life, I guess, just because I flew in that aircraft so much. And to see it in the Star Alliance livery, of course, I am the Star Alliance man, so I just felt that was that was the perfect aircraft. And I love the Blue Tulip livery. So I just thought, yeah, I mean, this is just a perfect aircraft. So that's a really awesome model to have in my collection. And of course, the rest of these are great too. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Really cool to have all these models, you know. You're definitely going to see most of these in the airport. Obviously, the 1-200s are going to be, you know, on my display. And I think I did a 1-200 collection video a couple months ago, so you can go check that out. To see the rest of my 1/200 scale collection. But all of these models you see here, I mean, I've got plenty of others, you know, here, I mean, the whole airport. You're definitely going to see an update of this airport relatively soon. I would say, you know, definitely going into the summer, you know, late June. I mean, it's not going to be, you know, too soon, but I'm definitely going to be working on this just as I get my time freed up, you know, doing finals and all that. And once that's all over, you know, I'm just going to be so excited to get back and do some more airport stuff. So I definitely haven't forgotten about it. It's just because it's been so long, you know, it feels like I just haven't made one in a while. And yeah, I'm going to be really excited to bring this back. I've got a whole host of, I mean, I've even got other models that I didn't even show off yet. I mean, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. And it's going to be a really just huge update. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for sticking around, you know, subscribing, all that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Look forward to that new model airport update going to be coming out soon. And yeah, it's going to be it for me. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys later.